Okay, we need to talk. I don't know if it's just me being very far out of the loop, but I feel like not enough people are giving enough credit to certain Netflix animes, so I'm gonna try to take up a bit of your time and talk about a few. So Netflix, right? I get it. They're cringe. 90% of their originals are trash, but the ones that are good are amazing. And I gotta vent about it because I got nowhere else to vent about it but here. Okay, we're gonna go through a couple. B&A, Violet Evergarden, Blood of Zeus, Castlevania, Arcane, which I'm sure you've heard about because it was everywhere last year, but the most recent one I've watched is called Vampire in the Garden, and that's actually the reason I'm recording this. I was up at 3 a.m. writing a script that took an hour and a half talking about freaking anime. Good grief, what am I doing with my life? This anime is great. I don't know why I like it as much as I do, but I do. I haven't even tried making a video in months, but this anime, or maybe just the culmination of animes I've watched, pushed me to make this. There are only 5 episodes to this anime, and it is so good. So starting off, war, right? This anime nails the everyone loses in war situation. It also has a love story, which is very well written, but keeping it brief, because there's only 5 episodes, the story is about a vampire and a human trying to find peace in a world where, of course, vampires cannot and will not coexist with humans. There's love, there's action, there's drama, there's family drama, and the animation is great. It has everything in 5 episodes. I love it. Okay, next. Violet Evergarden. I know, it came out like 2 years ago. Why am I talking about it? Because when I watched it, my mind was blown, and my emotions were blown, I guess, because I cried 8 times watching it. There are 13 episodes. That is more than half the season. It goes into the after effects of war and war veterans. I don't know why I'm watching so many animes about war, but they're like so good. I don't know why, but I love them. Maybe that says something about me, I don't know. But regardless, it's great. It's heart-wrenching. If you want to get in your feels, please watch it.
What is a man? A miserable little pile of secrets. But enough talk. How about you?
Okay, next. Castlevania. Castlevania is freaking amazing. The animation is so good, I'd probably put it up there as a very strong contender with Demon Slayer. Not as pretty or flashy per se, but Castlevania is one of the only animes I've watched to have full choreography for fight scenes. The story is amazing. There's 4 seasons, but you could honestly just stop at season 2 and you'd leave feeling satisfied. Not saying you should, but you could. The season 3 finale ends with 2 fight scenes and 2 sex scenes going on at the same time, so you already know the freaking story and world building is bloated like a whale. If you want heavy drama mixed with very alive battle scenes, freaking watch it. So, Arcane. Look, I know it's probably annoying to hear another person gush about it, but hear me out. During Christmas, me and my family got sick with COVID. And it was honestly the worst Christmas I had, but I'll tell you this, if I hadn't watched Arcane, it would have been worse. It would have been a lot worse. The show goes over a couple key dynamics, mainly 2 sisters trying to recover their relationship, 2 scientists trying to hit it big, political rivals, a drug lord trying to take over, and that's just scratching the surface. If you want a great story with great animation, watch it. Blood of Zeus. Going into it, I was skeptical because all I remember of Zeus and his fables is basically he sleeps around, and yeah, it goes into that because it's the entire driving force of the show. Now, I'm not gonna lie, the entire time I watched it as basically a prolonged divorce, and there are times where it's just like, why would she do that? Why would he do that? That said, I wouldn't recommend watching it like that. In fact, if you know your Greek gods, you might just shouldn't watch it, because it'll probably annoy you. But regardless, Blood of Zeus has good characters, good animation, and a decent story. I'm gonna do you a solid. If you're trying to pick between Blood of Zeus and Castlevania, because they look very similar, I would recommend Castlevania. To me, Yes, the story is fine, but it doesn't hold a candle to the animation and depth of the Castlevania series. Now listen, I'm not a furry, but... Okay, jokes aside, BNA is a really good anime. Basically, there exists a race of beastmen, and the main girl, Michiru, I believe, I don't know, I watched it a while ago, was a human, but somehow she woke up one day and her friend were now these beastmen. So the series follows her and her newfound wolf friend. Wow, that sounds so cringe. To figure out why all of this has happened. The character designs are cool. The concept of beastmen being able to switch between beast and man is cool, so all that's interesting. It's fairly serious, but it's probably the least serious out of all of these on this list. So if you want a dope art style with semi-serious, semi-comedic vibes, or you're free, watch it. I don't know how long this video is going to be, so I'll stop going into the animes here, but the things I'm going to watch next are Great Pretender. There's another one called Super Villains, I think. I've heard good things about both of them, and I really vibe with the animation I've seen, so we'll see. Blue Period, because I heard from a friend that the manga is good. And then we have Baki Hanma, which looks terrifying. Don't get me wrong, Netflix has some garbage animes. There are some that are horrendous. I'm not trying to be mean to anyone's taste, but there's one that comes off the top of my head called Way of the House Husband, and I'm sure the plot can be kind of cute, but the animation is non-existent. It's basically like reading a manga. It just feels hollow and rushed. There's another one called Seven Deadly Sins. I watched up to like season 2 or 3 and it just kept going, so I dropped it. And I also heard that the animation dropped off hard too, so I don't know if that's true, but there's that. There's another one called Kabaneri of the Iron Fortress. I don't know, I'm probably butchering that name. I watched the first episode or two, and it didn't hook me, so I might try again, I don't know. Basically, what I'm trying to say is, yeah, most of the Netflix original animes aren't good, but don't let that completely sour your mood for them, because there are good ones. Most of the animes on this list aren't very chill, so if you don't like big plots, odds are they aren't for you, but regardless, I think they're good. And I wanted to talk about them, so here I am. If you want goofy and chill animes, just like Psyche K and Cells at Work, that's my 2 recommendations. So anyways, I know this is a very different video from usual, but I got very burnt out on the original formula I was doing, so I'm trying to switch it up. Thanks for watching this far. Be sure to like and subscribe if you liked it. If you have any thoughts on anime you like, or recommendations, let me know in the comments. Anime is dope, have fun, and I will be seeing you whenever I make another video. Goodbye.